The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. His first carry of the game, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Smith. He'll check it down to Geis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and get it with Geis. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Hey, back up.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
6, 11, 13.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Go ahead.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 75 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
11.
On first down, Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Play action. It's Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Smith now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Dumps it off for Geis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Smith. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Go ahead.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
11.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he whips that one incomplete there. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gould is able to put it through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Going up top. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn, 74 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. throwing now is Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 57 yards. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jarek McKinnon, a 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Smith throwing again. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Garoppolo on first down. And it's caught by Garcon. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
21. 13.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He's got his man in the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll toss it to Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, John.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll hand it now to Geis, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll check it down to Geis, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. Now Smith. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Well, it's a Gruden family trait to be aggressive, and Jay's going to go for 2 here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch 18, watch 18.
So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
Hey, you got 3 down. Hey, 35.
Here's a toss coming right, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
13.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure.
11, 11, 11, 11, 6, 6.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
I got you.
This is Breida. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the 49ers are back within a score. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Now a toss going left. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Regular. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Solomon Thomas, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Smith now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cassius Marsh, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. 12, 12, 12. Let's go. Let's go, 15.
And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Regular. Regular.
They snap it to Smith. And no, it's incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz? And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are a point away from leading this game. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. So out now come the Redskins. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Dumps it off for Geis. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Let's go. 15. Tiger. Hey, back up. Yellow.
On second down, here's Smith. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the up. And it's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They give him a gain of 37.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They run with Geis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
11. Go ahead.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, and a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the